Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic little discussion video. I don't know if it's going to be that long or not, but yeah, we'll see. That's just how it goes with me. Can't even predict it myself. But, uh, yeah, first things first. You see, I found my Blazing Challenge shirt, so I won the Blazing Challenge at Buffalo Wild Wings some time ago, and I actually found a lost clip. So, like, stay tuned for that. Um, yeah, I'll probably have that out, have this on as a segue and such. Yeah, really, really epic shirt for sure. But anyways, getting into it, it's time for a Beyblade burst discussion video. So, just like the title says, what now? Because obviously, last Friday, the very last episode of Beyblade Burst aired, that being the end of Dynamite Battle, and sadly, ADK, TT, all of them, even like voice actors and artists and stuff, confirming that it was the last season. For a bit, it was like a big question of if it was or not, but it's been fully confirmed. It is the end for the anime. Now, the keyword is the anime. So we're having season 7 for the Bays still coming, but the anime is officially over at this point. Well, it has to still air through, Hasbro and be like English translated, all that good stuff. But that being through Quad Drive, we're gonna get Quad Drive probably for the majority of this year, probably up till the end of this year. So yeah, the big question now being, what now? The show is over, and it's just feeling like Burst is starting to see like the end, and it's on the decline. When it comes to like the longevity of series like this, and I know it's really sad. It's been around since 2015, you guys, with the single layer base. The show debuted in 2016, in Japan, and then 2017 in the U.S. and yeah, man, ever since it's just been going wild and wild with each season and such. But yeah, questionable decisions, obviously, when it comes to Hasbro after like Evolution, when it comes to their bays and such. But TT doing things solidly when it comes to the bays and such. So yeah, but everybody has their preference and such. We're all bladers, everybody has their own opinions with things, and just respect them. But with that being said, we gotta really get into this. So what now with the show being over? I know it's a big question of like, oh, the show's over. Like, even probably people wondering what I'm gonna do. Like, are you gonna be done? Do you have other plans? And if you're a long time subscriber to the channel and you know me, you know what I'm thinking. It's not remotely done for me for sure. And also, just starting it off with this, people have to stop acting like it's completely over. Is the show over? Yes, and it's very, very sad to see that. When it comes to the Bays, though, it is not over. We still have releases for this year, for season 7, for Burst Ultimate. We're getting a 7th season for the Bays, but not for the anime, but we're still getting some of the bays, and that's something to definitely be hype about. We at least got a season 7 for the bays, and it's a given. Like, this will be the last season for the bays. They've confirmed it. Now with the anime and the manga both being over, it's a given. When they stop releasing the BU releases, TT is gonna be done. But even with that, y'all know I'm not gonna be done for a long time. But I'm going to be keeping up with all the releases and such. It's still something to be big time hype about. Is it sad that a lot of these bays aren't getting the roses? You're damn right. You already know. I thought of a whole speculation, like theory video before things got confirmed, but then they got confirmed, and it is what it is. Obviously sad about the show ending, but we still have bays, so we still have to be appreciative and appreciate what we've got. Y'all know I've been saying it for years. We have to appreciate what we have, man. Because nothing lasts forever. And we still got some days coming, even with the show ending. So that's something to be hyped about. And especially some of the bays that are rumored, like Kerbeus is one of them. Another one being Excalibur. Another one being Achilles. Another one being Dragon. And that already has me big time hyped, because seeing those bays, at least like Iga, Drum, etc., getting their roses with their bays being released in the Dynamite Battle system, the BU system. Basically the ultimate burst system, being Dynamite Battle, for sure, because the bays are a lot more balanced and such, and not even mad that they're sticking with the same system. Maybe even adding more gimmicks to the system. Why fix something that's not broken? And the system's not broken for sure. It's really, really solid. So why not add more bays to it? Opens more spots for other bays to return and such. Maybe not with a show, but at least getting a final version. So yeah. Um, Already that list is really sick. Excalibur, Kerbeus, Dragon, and Achilles, all the big time rumored ones so far. Are there any others that I'd love to see? My personal opinion, I would love to see like another Genesis or Apocalypse, at least one of the two. Because imagine the Mugen Lock system with the Dynamite battle system. That would be crazy, man. Like the Valkyrie 2 core house has the rebound gimmick with it. It makes it where Savior's not the craziest, but like bays like Cyclone or Prominence, it's really good, man. Really, really good defensively because it has the rebound gimmick with it too. And especially in Prominence Valkyrie's case, it has the armor. Then you get past the armor, you still have to get past the recoil gimmick for the Valkyrie core with the hub, and that makes it really strong with its defense, no doubt. So imagine a bay with like the Mugen Lock system. Like, I'd love if we got like an Apocalypse or a Genesis, even if they're just one piece. You know, you can't interchange them like how it was for the original Genesis or Apocalypse. I'd love to see them get made in this system. Another one I'd love to see, honestly, Diabolos. Like, you know, might not get like the actual anime with the end game feel or such, but I really hope that we get like these characters' bays coming back for sure. It would be really cool. Like we get another Diabolos, you know, that has like the layer flip gimmick. It's the original one that had it before Spriggan even had it. You got to keep that in mind. Diabolos did the flip gimmick before Spriggan even did the flip gimmick. Yeah, they could easily do the flip gimmick with it, just give it a different shape than Astral has. You know what I mean? One mode where it has big time attack with it, another mode where it's more defensive and such, just like how Master is, you know. But yeah, that's another bay I'd really really love to see. Another one that I'd love to see would probably be I mean the other protagonists, like definitely Helios and Hyperion. It would be cool to see them get like you know, BU or Dynamite Battle versions, you know, in this system. It would be really, really cool to see that for them. At least give all the protagonists their roses. I think all the protagonists should at least have their bays made in this system, no doubt about it, man. Give them their roses. I mean, they're giving them the roses with this random booster, the most recent one that came out, but especially if they put all their bays in this system. No doubt about it, man. Even not getting a show, still having Helios, Hyperion, you know, Dragon, Achilles, and such with this would be really, really epic. We already got Ultimate Valkyrie, and we're getting Divine Belial. So, yeah, man. Yeah, and Ultimate Valkyrie's already solid, you know, and even how they ended out the show, like it's still like Vault could be #1. He could be because you know we never got that battle with Bell and Vault at the very end with Ultimate versus Dangerous, but you know, in the manga, Bell won. In the anime, never know. And it kills me when they do cliffhangers like that. But yeah, man. So let's see. I mean, we've already got a Phoenix. We got Prominence Phoenix, so I don't know if they do another Phoenix. They did, like, they're evolving Belial, so maybe it would be cool if they did do another Phoenix. Like, if they did a Phoenix 2 chip, you know, they made a version of 5's Phoenix, but maybe they made the closest homage to that with Prominence Valkyrie because it's got, like, you know, similar parts to the ones that they had on Dead Phoenix when they first saw the release for it because it had Zero and Atomic, you know, even though it was in the anime combo. But this time it has Over, which is just like Zero. It's basically like the Dynamite Battle Zero, and then Atomic Dash. So maybe them paying homage with that. Who knows? But yeah. If not a new Phoenix, we'd love to see a new Hades for sure. Like Heart's Hades, because Hades is a really, really sick bane. Even to this day, it's still really strong. I'd say it's one of the strongest Chose bays. Has some serious attack with it with the right combos. It plays no games and it's still a part of even some of my big fives on my teams. So that shows the potential that it has, no doubt. Yeah, some other ones that'll be cool to come back. Well, I mean, we already got Fafnir and Longinus. It's one of those cases where like don't want to see like an evolution for those bays that already got Dynamite Battle versions. It's mainly about the bays that haven't gotten any versions of Dynamite Battle that I want to see evolutions for. You know, that's my personal opinion with it, you know. And you could even like make customs for like some of the other characters, like for example, like Fumia. Just make like a wizard or not wizard Fafnir. Make a Vanish Fafnir with like Over and Rise or something like that, and that could be his combo. For Loden, like Guilty Longinus, just add like what is it? The Karma, yeah, Karma, and just put Spiral Dash instead, and then like 2 or something, like Pain of 2 or like the Blue 2 or something. That could be Loden's version. I know Zenki did like a version like that or something. But yeah, you know, that's how you could pay reference to a lot of these characters and such. But mainly bays we have not seen made in a while, and mainly ones that definitely like bladers that are extremely powerful that you know should have deserved to be in like the 7th season if there was one. Like for sure, like a Death Scyther, I'd say that would be amazing. Like they're making Kerbeus, it would be awesome if they made Death Scyther in this format. You know, make Hollow stronger, like same kind of design as Hollow, except just figure out how to make it stronger and such and incorporate it with this system. You know, it wouldn't be too tough to do that for sure. Yeah, mainly just like the bays that were around the table that were in like the top 15 in the manga, you know. So Vault, Aiga, Drum, and Hikaru and Hugo were there as well. Jaka was there and Excalibur covered that. You know, if they actually put Dinah in this, you know, like Death Scyther, you know, but also like Phi was there, Gwyn was there, Delta was there, so especially Diabolos and Genesis would love to see in this format for sure. Even with like Phoenix could make a custom Phoenix combo for Phi if they don't end up making another Phoenix, you know, because we still got prominence, and that's still something to work with for sure. Just about working with the parts, you know, going and finding some parts and work with them and paying homage that way. That's just like how I enjoy doing it, especially with how they're leaving this on a cliffhanger. Definitely got to give a lot of characters their roses. Another one that would be really cool to see would be Lucifer. Like if they managed to figure out how to incorporate Lucifer into this system, like definitely. I mean, imagine they just keep like Mobius or Drift on it, which I mean, same spin would probably be taken down, but like with the Dynamite battle system, they can figure out how to have it be more balanced. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing with the Super King version of like Lucifer. Well, you know, variant Lucifer and Lucifer at the end. At least with same spin, you know, it was tough for them to keep their balance. But against the opposite spin, they were both tanks for sure, man. They were both very big tanks when it comes to the stamina and LAD. Because Mobius and Drift both good with that spin steal, and against the opposite spin bays, they put in that work. Like variant Lucifer could take out Rage. It really could. Like, you know, having those barrage attacks with the wall, shutting down that attack of rage, and then coming down to the stamina, it could take it with left rotation battles. But right rotation battles usually lost big time. That's why I say that Lucifer affected a lot of bays. So, for example, like Greatest Raphael, same spin can be taken down, opposite spin that much stronger. You know what I mean? And even kind of for Astro, too, because same spin Astro could be bursted. You know. But opposite spin, it's tougher to take it out, you know. And even I'd say the same thing for like Dynamite and Dangerous, you know, because opposite spin they could steal that spin and win it with a stamina and LAD just because how like the Venture is or how the All Might is. But yeah, man. Anyways, those are a few players that I would absolutely love to see come back. You know, if they decide to put in any other characters like as a surprise, would definitely not be upset about that. The more the merrier, honestly, at this point. Like, give as many characters as you can their roses before this series ends off, no doubt. But I really think that the strongest throughout this whole series, the ones that were the toughest to take down, for example, like Phi, Gwyn, Delta, etc., Lane, you know, like definitely deserve their roses, I'd say, with this last season. And even just getting Kerbeus is really sick. Getting Excalibur also really, really sick. So hoping to see some epic releases because we're going to get at least one each month. Some of them with random boosters. And I really hope that the random booster slots, like they focus on parts that we have not seen a ton of, for sure. Even if they go back, like I mean, they put in Super King bays even with this latest random booster. But if they were to go back, like say, like the furthest I go back is probably like GT level. If so, the furthest I would go back is GT level and put in like a recolor for like Big Bang Genesis or Prime Apocalypse because neither one of them got like any recolors at all. At least for Master, we got a recolor. All the other bays I believe got recolors, but mainly just Genesis and Apocalypse are the two that didn't really get recolors. So if they put either one of those in a random booster to fill one of the slots, I honestly wouldn't be mad at that for sure. Yeah, and some other bays that just haven't gotten really any recolors. I don't think we gotten a recolor for Rage. Like we have for Longinus, but not for Rage, so I won't even be upset about that. And also, I think the same thing for Mirage. I don't think we got a recolor of Mirage, but yeah, I mean, if they were to decide to go back, like it would be wonky if they did, you know, because you're kind of going back with it. You've seen how it goes even for Hasbro, so you know, if they were to go back and do some like Super King or GT recolors, those would be the main ones. The ones that haven't gotten really any recolors at all, you know, that's what I do. Besides that, just put in some parts that we haven't seen a ton of, or even new parts, like, you know, like Atomic Metal, I'd really love to see. Iron Dash, Sword Dash, I'd still love to see either one of those made. And with a new Excalibur coming, we might get either Iron Dash or Sword Dash. Honestly, I'm hoping for Sword Dash, because just, you know, how Sword is. Like, maybe high Sword Dash they'd make, because, you know, being in this format, so it doesn't scrape big time, you can get major hits in. Who knows, man? But yeah, Iron Dash, Sword Dash, Impact Dash, I'd love to see them. Like some more attacking Dash drivers. Trick Dash would be really cool to see. And honestly, a 4D remake set. Is it slim that we'd get one at this point? I'd say so, but like Metal Fight Beyblade, I really want to see a 4D base made for sure, because they could do it easily. Big Bang Pegasus, Ultimate Reboot Dash, El Drago Destroy, Generate Dash, well, Generate Dash or Metal Generate, either or. You know, Fang Leon, Metal Wave, Wave Dash, High Wave, something. You know, Phantom Orion, Bearing Dash, Metal Bearing, whatever they want to do with it. Flash Sagittario, they used yielding for WD base, so like Earth Aquila, Gravity Perseus, or Destroyer, make it have high yielding, and then Diablo Nemesis, make it have like Trick Dash or Metal Trick, something like that. They'll be good for a set for sure. Like I know it goes off of sales and stuff too, but it would be really really cool if they actually made these remakes, or at least the ones I want to see before this ends. At least like 4D level remakes, because we've gotten like what for the Plastic Gen, we got the S bays, we got the F bays, we got the V bays, we got the V2 bays. Even some of the V2 bays, well, they made like what Dragoon V2 and Dronzer V2, right? But they haven't done like Drigger or Drasil V2, I don't think. But yeah, at least like those two they've done. But yeah, I can imagine a couple more of those remakes and then ended off with the V2 bays. I don't see them going any further, like any G bays or anything like that. Um, you know, just because like slots. But it'll be the perfect time to put out, like, even if they're not going to make a full set, at least put like a new MFB remake of some of the random boosters. You know what I mean? You got another random booster coming, rumored to be with Kerbeus. If so, they'll be cool. But like put a Metal Fight Beyblade remake in that one, like a brand new one, instead of taking up with an older slot for like a recolor. Because I get it, they do like a remake and then probably like one recolor of it or such, and that's fine. Um, in that case, like Dragoon V2, they've done that. Like they even had a recolor for it with the latest random booster, not the latest one, but 2027. You know what I mean? But yeah, those are just some of the things I'd really, really want to see, for sure. And now getting into it, like the big question, like, since Beyblade Burst is getting towards the tail end, are you gonna be done, Kimbo? Like, do I have any plans? Like I said, if y'all are a big time fan of the channel and you know me, you know I'm not nearly done. I have my skit series that I'm doing for sure. The burst skits. I've done Metal Fight Beyblade skits. So if you're wondering about Metal Fight Beyblade content, there's plenty to go back and watch with the skits. There's 300 episodes of my own series that I made myself while paying homage to other bladers, paying homage to the show, all that good stuff. Like it's a whole entire series. Plenty to go back and watch for sure, man. It'll even take you some time to watch through the entire series, and you'll definitely want to, because I'll still be paying references and homage to even the first series with these skits, because that's how I do it. I tie series together more than TT and Hasbro does. You don't see like direct characters from those skits, but you'll see the references for sure, and I have them tie over. Even with like Metal Fight Beyblade going into Burst, I've had a big time way to tie it over, just a big time skip for it. It's how this has started off. That's why you're seeing some MFB bays with it too. And incorporating them with this as well. So showing the remnants of MFB spilling over into Burst, but then Burst is also like being born and such, and yeah. And it also features the entire timeline for the Burst show. That's how I do it, man. Like, With MFB skits, it was after MFB ended. With the Burst skits, it starts when MFB ends and before Burst starts. But then during the whole window, keep this in mind, it's 100 plus, for big focus on the plus, years since the end of those skits. In that time period, all of Burst, when it comes to the show, has happened. So, I'll just leave it at that. Maybe they'll change their mentality about going forwards and such, but yeah, I like tying things together, paying homage, all that good stuff. But yeah, I have plenty of Burst content for a long time, no doubt. And even it's gonna be like the same cycle as with MFB. I'm gonna have the skits, and then after I finish the Burst skits, whenever that may be, I'll have a Beyblade Burst homage series going all the way through Beyblade Burst when it comes to this show, doing those battles in the Giant Stadium. So yeah, you already know, man. And also the MFB homage series, hopefully before the summer it should start up again. I will say that for sure. Got big plans, man. But yeah, and this summer also there's gonna be some big time battles. I know you guys remember when I did like gen comparison battles. There's gonna be more of those. So it's gonna be like God versus GT. God versus GT, God versus Chozy, Turbo versus Chozy, like Battle of the Brands, all that good stuff. Like battles like that, they're going to be happening again. Plan for the summer to really see those, because I love using the outdoor environment and such, and yeah, it's going to be really, really sick. So stay tuned for that. That's just some of the plans I got. Also, NFB Homage series, I got a lot of plans. Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about when it comes to the Beyblade content for sure. And also, if you're a Bakugan content, and in general, anybody watching this Keep in mind, I do both Beyblade and Bakugan content on here. I love them both equally. People might have their opinions, like they might be a Beyblade fan or a Bakugan fan. Respect that I love them equally, and I do content for them both. It also just takes more time to build a Bakugan deck profile than it does to go through and sort some parts when you're really knowledgeable about Beyblade. You know, and you got the Beyblade parts, it could take minutes to go through and get the parts, and then just be like, okay, there we go. Even making customs, you know, like custom painted discs and all that stuff. Whereas a Bakugan deck profile could take hours. Like, I'm sitting here and sorting cards as we speak, honestly, taking a break from it just to even film this. But yeah, you know. And also, there's going to be more Bakugan content coming because I do have Bakugan products on the way. So, you know, if you're waiting for any certain thing, plenty to go back and watch. There's 7.5K videos here to watch, you guys. There's plenty. Definitely plenty to go back and watch in the meantime. Yeah, and I know for a fact y'all haven't seen it all. But yeah, you know, this channel's an encyclopedia, and there's plenty to go back and watch in the meantime, and it's much, much supported when you do so, for real. But yeah, guys, anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Got my thoughts out about my hopes for, like, releases for Season 7, and also just what now, like, the plans. And y'all ain't got to worry about plans for me, that's for sure. Anyways, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, until next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot, let it rip. I'm up out of here.